We're back to the green flag on lap number 20 on lap number 26. Only driver out of the race on that last caution is Rob Thomas. He goes from first to DNF. Goes from first to the garage. Now, there were some pit stops under that caution. Some drivers stayed out. Here is your running order. Taylor Acosta is first. Brandon Bain is second. Joseph Clark is third. Barney Ward is fourth. Zachary Robinson is fifth. Kevin Ulrich sixth. Seventh, Ben Ward. Eighth, Hannah Smith. Ninth, Aaron Williams. And 10th is Austin Talley. Then you got Jason Marshall, Daniel Culp, Max Skinner, Todd Nathan, and Chase Normile to round out the top 15. Well, 23 cars remain. 20 of them are now on the lead lap, thanks to since Zach Buchanan managed to get back on there. And Mason Wood's been getting some pretty good restarts. I think he might be able to get back on the lead lap, but no, that was uncharacteristic of his previous restarts. That was a terrible restart. Penske teammates are 1-2. I have a feeling there's going to be a wreck. As Taylor Acosta gets a challenge from Brandon Bain, they're actually touching. Brandon Bain turned his teammate. They're wrecking! Oh my god! You're kidding me! Oh my gosh! Taylor Acosta's okay, but Brandon Bain is in trouble again! This is the third week in a row that Brandon Bain has experienced problems. That car is smoking. He is out of the race. Oh, and they're wrecking again. And another flip. Chase Normile's flipping over. He also drives away. What is with rollovers and driving away? Well, Kevin Ulrich is the leader. Wow. Now, those are some big wrecks. Jack Nathan's smoking. Well, we'll see you. We'll see you back. Let's see what happened. Well, I don't know what Brandon Bain was thinking, but this was all his fault. He just goes straight up into his teammate, Taylor Acosta, and turns her from the lead, and she's going to start flipping. Brandon Bain catches some air himself. Acosta goes for several rolls. I would be concerned if it weren't for the fact that, well, Taylor Acosta drove away. Not saying it's a bad thing, that's a good thing. Meanwhile in Russia, Dion Scott gets involved in another incident. They're gonna go 4 wide. I don't know how they thought this was gonna work, and well, if they do, another Hannah Smith car is gonna get wrecked, it looks like. And yep, they're gonna pile in, and indeed another Hannah Smith car is in trouble. However, a good job by Hannah Smith. Oh no, well, she did originally make a good dodge there, but someone ran to the back of, or someone ran to the back end of that car. Someone ran to the back of her. Now, there was a wreck up here. Oh, here it is. This is going to involve a top 10 points Todd Nathan and Chase Normile. You saw Nathan gets in the Normile. Normile's going to go up into Austin Talley. Oh, hold on. I'm freaking is gonna go up in Austin Talley, and then gonna get bumped by Jack Nathan. And watch the ride he takes. Wow, flipping, and just like Taylor Acosta, but just like the first flip on this lap, the driver that got into that car is smoking. In fact, the first one's there, Brandon Bain, and the car goes flipping, drives away. So Chase Normile is definitely all right. However, there's no onboard camera installed on that car. So, I want to do an onboard of one of the flips, so we're going to have to do Taylor Acosta. Because that team can't have the onboard cameras. I'll use the onboard for Taylor Acosta. The camera didn't go out. Well, you'll see you back for the restart. We are going to go back to the green on lap number 31. Drivers out of the race. There's more. Brandon Bain is one of them. Taylor Acosta is another. Then you got Barney Ward, Chase Normile, and Jack Nathan also out. Now 22. Now about 18 cars remain. Max Skinner is leading, however, he does not have a spoiler in that car, so this is Mason Wood's best chance to get back on the lead lap, I'd think. But he does not take the opportunity. He is slow on the restart, and they're piling in again! Oh no! They're never going to stop wrecking! It's just endless carnage as they've wrecked again. And wow, Mason Wood goes from having multiple shots to going back on the lead lap to out of the race. We've had a lot of tough breaks like that today. Culp just barely edges out Jason Marshall. And the leader is still Max Skinner. Well, let's see what happened. Well, meanwhile in Russia, Dion Scott continues to wreck. Why am I making that? How many meanwhile in Russia jokes am I gonna make, even though Dion Scott's from Australia? Well, he's gonna get into Ryan Acosta, who's gonna push up into Todd Nathan, and they're gonna go into the wall. Scott got a hard impact. That might be the last time I make a meanwhile in Russia joke today. And there they go. And ooh, what a dodge by Joseph Clark. His teammate Jasmine Acosta needs to take lessons from him because Acosta can't seem to get through a wreck. But Joseph Clark, he's very good at doing that. When he let's see the payoff. He goes from 14th to 6th. Well, you'll see you back for the restart. We are going to go back to green flag racing on lap number 36. Only 17 cars remain on the racetrack. And I might still end up making another meanwhile in Russia joke, because Dion Scott is still on the racetrack, although he is in the pit lane, I think. I don't know, really, though. There were pit stops, some people stayed out. Aaron Williams is first, Austin Talley is second, third is Zachary Robinson, fourth Daniel Culp, fifth Jason Marshall, sixth Ben Ward, seventh Hannah Smith, eighth Max Skinner, ninth Maxwell Beatty, and 20th is Kevin Ulrich. Joseph Clark is 11th, Zach Buchanan is 12th, 13th Todd Nathan, 14th Ryan Acosta. He's the last car in the lead lap. 15th Mackenzie Hopkins, and you got Chris Rickenbaugh, and Dion Scott is the last car running in 17th, 2 laps down. Well, Austin Talley is the only X-Side car left on the racetrack, but he's persevered while showing some speed, and he's in second place right now. Meanwhile, Zach Buchanan is 12th after getting back on the lead lap. Green's back out. I expect the Hannah Smith car to be slow from the damage it probably has. Now let's go back. Oh no! And here comes meanwhile in Russia. Never mind. Although I'm going to wreck again. And oh, Chris Rickenbaugh rolls it over. But he drives away. Oh, Zach Buchanan's involved. Oh, no, he's smoking the points leader! Well, it won't matter too much now that there's so few cars left. Won't matter as much now that there's so few cars left. But it's still a heartbreak for him because he worked so hard. He went a lap down, he pushed it on multiple restarts, finally gets back on the lead lap, goes up to 12th, and now he's gonna have to go to the garage area. You're kidding me. Well, let's go back and see what happened. I'm starting to get really bored of all these wrecks. Well, with Dion Scott pushing into Zachary Robinson, I wasn't paying any attention to the wreck up ahead. Probably because he's got involved in so many, but he did not wreck this time. This time it was Chris Rickenbaugh getting into Mackenzie Hopkins, although Dion Scott almost wrecks Austin Talley. It does push him into the mess. And Rickenbaugh's gonna get flipped over by Ben Ward, and actually Austin Talley does get in the mess. Ooh, Ryan Acosta's involved. That's the only Penske car left. There's Zach Buchanan. Again, heartbreak for that dude. The impact that took him out of the race was there. He slammed in a Maxwell 80. And oh, there's actually another wreck. Oh wow, this one looks interesting. Well, it looks like Joseph Clark drove too hard, pushed into Max Skinner and Jason Marshall. Marshall's gonna go up on the wall and is actually gonna get stuck there. Well, we'll see you back for the restart. Man, that looks interesting. Marshall being propped up on there. Up, not anymore. That was interesting. We are gonna go back to green flag racing on lap number 41 of 75. Ben Ward and Zach Buchanan are out of this race. Here's your running order. Aaron Williams is first. Kevin Ulrich is second. Max Skinner is third. Fourth is Todd Nathan. Fifth, Maxwell 80. It's now 2 cars in the top 5 without a spoiler. Sixth, Hannah Smith. Seventh, Zachary Robinson. Eighth, Daniel Culp. Ninth, Jason Marshall. And 10th is Ryan Acosta. 11th is Austin Talley. 12th is Joseph Clark, last car in the lead lap. 13th is Mackenzie Hopkins. No, 13th is 13th is Mackenzie Hopkins. 14th is Dion Scott, and 15th is Chris Rickenbaugh, the last car running. Only 15 cars remain on the racetrack. I think that number is going to drop even further the way these guys have been driving. It seems as if this series just cannot avoid fail fests. There's gonna be a lot. I think there's gonna be a lot of schedules changes next season. And when Green's back out, Aaron Williams gets a good start. He needs to get away from Dion Scott because there's gonna be another wreck around him. I think there's gonna be a wreck every time Dion Scott's in the picture. And those guys don't wreck. We actually made it through turn 1, but I'm still gonna watch Dion Scott here. He's a good driver, but he's just going too slow. And only wreck, and Maxwell V's flipping! Wow! This is so abnormal. We're getting several rollovers on a short track. And I don't know how that happened, but it looks like he's one of the few cars that got involved. Well, that's going to be 14 cars left now. If this keeps up, we might actually be able to get a green flag lap in. But it just has to be too much of a fail fest before then. So I don't think this track's coming back next season. We'll show you what happened. Well, here's what happened. Maxwell Vady slides up into Mackenzie Hopkins. They get in a wall, and Vady rolls over. That's it. That's the only major incident on this lap, and Vady's really the only one majorly involved. But he's certainly going to go out of the race with that smoke coming out of the car. That thing's just been beaten up. Well, you'll see you back for the restart. We are going to go back to green flag racing on lap number 46 of 75. As expected, the only driver out of the race as a result of that last caution is Maxwell Vady. Here is your running order. Joseph Clark is first. Austin Talley is second. Daniel Culp is third. Fourth is Ryan Acosta. Fifth, Kevin Ulrich. Sixth, Todd Dayton. Seventh, Aaron Williams. Eighth, Zachary Robinson. Ninth, Hannah Smith. And 10th is Max Skinner. 11th is Jason Marshall. 12th is Mackenzie Hopkins. 13th is Chris Rickenbaugh. And 14th is Dion Scott, the last car running. I could only expect more wrecks until that 11 car goes to the garage, because he's very crash prone for some reason right now. While pace car dives for pit road, let's go. The green's out and we are back underway. Again, I think we're going to watch him. Rickenbaugh's actually going to try and get his lap back. But, oh, he's pushing! He's pushing! He's pushing! Oh, really? Oh, God, I'm getting sick of this. Like, this is getting silly. Like, oh, boy, Tally. Oh, no, no! I'm not. Again, this. Again. Like, again. This is getting. Again. This is getting silly. This is getting very silly. They're wrecking everywhere. I'm kind of getting. I'm kind of getting bored of watching these wrecks. So, how am I going to do a replay of that one? I guess, well, Joseph Clark is first, second is Austin Talley, and third is Ryan Acosta. I guess we'll just take you straight to the next restart. We're going to go back to green flag racing on lap number 51 of 75. Only driver out of the races. No drivers are out of the races as a result of that last incident. There's so few cars left on the track, you can just look at the leaderboard to see how we're going to line up for this restart. Just look for your number. So yeah, only 14 cars remain. This is gonna be a very to be honest, phallic race. This series has just gone through a lot of trouble because we hardly go a week without having a fail fest. Spa was a fail fest, Daytona was a fail fest, Milwaukee was a fail fest. In some manners of speaking, Portland, for the first few laps, Portland was a fail fest. Yeah, this season has just not been very clean. This series doesn't appear to have very many clean drivers. Are you kidding me? These guys just won't stop crashing. They're driving like, I can't believe this. Everyone's driving like talentless wastes out there. They can't even go one lap without wrecking. Wow. Well, I'm kind of getting tired of these crash fests. Well, let's skip right on to the next restart. Going to go back to green flag racing on lap number 56 of 75. Nobody's out of the race as a result of that last incident. Todd Nathan is your leader right now. There's a look at your leaderboard. See no changes to the DNF list. Green flag's back out as Todd Nathan is leading with now 20 laps to go. 20 laps of carnage as Nathan's gonna get turned into the wall and over he goes. It's safe to say with this race, oh boy, wow! That's another HVM car going over. That's Daniel Culp. Well, I think it's safe to say it now. Someone bumps into someone, boom goes the dynamite. Because they're wrecking everywhere. Well, here is Zachary Robinson. He's leading. Second is Aaron Williams, and third is now Austin Talley. Alright, so let's go forward and to our next restart. Well, if they continue to wreck now, then they're gonna wreck for the rest. Then they just won't be able to avoid wrecking on this track because there's now only 10 cars left. So basically, I'll just keep the leaderboard up for the rest of the race, and you can take a look at you'll be able to take a look at your running order. Flag the flag now because there's only 10 cars remaining. Thank God Dion Scott's out of the race. Hopefully, 10 car. If we have a clean race of 10 cars, then we're never gonna have a clean race. Oh my God. Oh wait, no, Mackenzie Hopkins saved it. Going back up. Oh, And we came so late. No, he saved it. No caution. And we're gonna finally have a green flag lap here at Milwaukee. It took us long enough. Now we've got green flag racing. We can actually get some good action. They're slamming into the wall, sliding around. When they're not wrecking, it's actually good racing. Ooh, Kevin Ulrich hits the wall. They're having problems keeping off the wall, but Zachary Robinson, he already has a win this week he won the Retro Series race at Texas. If he wins a race here today, I think he might be looking at an invite to a brand new competition, the PWRL International Race of Champions, which will have the 4 best drivers from each series invited to compete in an IROC style event. And we'll be able to see who, as of right now, who is the greatest driver in the greatest drivers in the PWRL. And Zachary Robinson has really put the pedal to the floor lately. He won the Retro Series at Texas. He was unsurprisingly mediocre in the Truck Series race at Kansas, but here he is in position to win the IndyCar race here at Milwaukee. That'll be the first time that someone's gotten 2 wins in one week. And Joseph Clark. 2 people are in the pit lane. Clark's out of the race, but he's going to be credited for 10th place, so I don't think he's complaining. Anyway, 10 laps to go. Zachary Robinson is leading. Aaron Williams is second. Kevin Ulrich is third. 4th is Austin Talley. 5th is Max Skinner. 6th is Jason Marshall. 7th is Daniel Culp. Well, actually, no. 7th is going to be Chris Rickenbaugh now. 8th is Daniel Culp. 9th is Mackenzie Hopkins. And Joseph Clark just dropped out of the race in 10th place. That just tells you how bad this race has been. We only have 22 cars. 22. We only have 9 cars left on the racetrack. Meanwhile, Zachary Robinson leads with 9 to go. He is pulling away from 2nd place Aaron Williams. Oh boy. 8 laps to go. Robinson actually has the fastest lap of the race. Aaron Williams in 2nd has the 2nd fastest lap. We've now got 7 laps remaining for Robinson. He is pulling away. Can he get that first win of the season? And second is, can he get his first win of the Sony IndyCar Series season? 2nd in the PWRL, and 2nd this week. We're gonna find out. He is showing a lot of speed. 6 laps remaining. I'm so glad we're finally getting a green flag run. It looks like we'll have it for the rest of the race. Oh, Aaron Williams must have ran into some kind of problem because he's now 4 seconds off the pace. Austin Talley actually appears to be running off the pace. His last lap was nearly a full second off of Austin Talley. Yeah, Aaron Williams is now running slower than those guys. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Zachary Robinson is basically just running away from the field. Unlike that last race he won, the Retro Series at Texas, where it was pretty close. Today, Robinson has a big lead. 4 to go. Wait a minute. Slowing down. Yellow flag is out. I think Robinson has won it. Kevin Ulrich. Oh, and Austin Talley. Well, this is going to probably be the last wreck of the day, so we'll go ahead and take a look at what happened. Well, there you go. Third and fourth place are wrecked. And there is now officially no X-Side cars left in the race, because Austin Talley's got a turn hit on in the wall by the 06. Wow! That's the wildest ride yet today. Okay, let's back up. Let's watch that in real time, and then let's get an onboard camera. That's just that's probably the wildest ride we've seen yet today. Alright, so let's back up. And here's a look at the onboard of Austin Talley. He is in the wall. He's flying all over the place. I should give a warning for this race, and that's grab your hurl bags. Well, we'll see you back for the restart, or maybe the finish. Well, it's over. The race has been declared official. Zachary Robinson is your winner. And also, it's Daytona all over again, as only 7 cars are going to finish this race. Second is Aaron Williams. Third is Max Skinner. Fourth, Jason Marshall, great run. Fifth is Chris Rickenbaugh. He finished a lap down. Sixth, Mackenzie Hopkins, and the last car running, 2 laps down, is Daniel Colpin, 7th. Yeah, 7 cars finished, 4 of them on the lead lap. I don't think we're going back here either. Some of these races are just going. Some of these races are just going nuts. But off the final turn, at a screeching 50 miles an hour, Zachary Robinson is gonna win the Milwaukee Indy Special. And while I just gave you a look for your results, we'll give you the rest of the top 10. 8th is Kevin Ulrich, 9th is Austin Talley, and 10th is Joseph Clark. Those 3 all DNF'd. And because of Talley's wreck, officially no X-Side cars finished the race, but really, a lot of teams had no cars finish the race. Even Penske and Ganassi didn't have any of their cars finish. So, well, that's all we got this week. Here comes the results and standings. You have been watching a production of the Pro World Racing League, where real racing happens. See you next time.